Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. We're shifting gears. I do want to apologize for being gone so long. I've actually gotten, here's kind of the weird thing, I've actually gotten more subscribers since I've been gone than I ever have in the same period of time. I haven't made a single video. So I apologize for that, and I've got some really, it's important stuff I'm going to start talking about. It's going to change your life. Absolutely. I don't think it's going to change your life. It will change your life. And there's some of you out there that have been getting attacked by some people called Narcissist. Continue watching this video series, and it's going to enlighten you on what I'm calling the invisible enemy. This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. I'll be right back. All right, so, okay, I'm back. So we're going to talk about narcissists. First of all, I want to thank all my subscribers for sticking through. This year has absolutely been a life-changing year for me, and in a good way. It's been such a, I would say 90% smooth sailing. There was a blip in the radar there for a little bit, but damn, did I learn some important stuff, and that's it's made a huge shift in me personally. And I'm going to talk about that maybe another time. So it's where we're going with this is narcissist. Now here's the deal, okay? You have to understand something. They are targeting certain people, and they do it on purpose. And the main reason is because these people have great energy. These people have what we call open hearts, and they're very open-hearted people, okay? So if you are an empath, if you're an open-hearted person, if you are a caring person who comes from your heart, if you're one of those people, narcissists will target you, and they'll go after you. Now let me start this video off right now. There is really, really good news here, and I mean phenomenal good news. I just looked up a thing in Google, an article that said, I think narcissists affect, I think it was 45% of society, which I was like, holy shit, because narcissists, they say, make up 5%, and then, or no, is it 2%? Or is it empaths that make up 2%? I forget which way it is. And I'm like, 45%? And then I'm like, yeah, because see, narcissists, what they will do, they will have people on the line, so to speak, and they have one special person they're targeting in the moment. And if they lose that person or discard them, then they'll go to one of the other people, okay? So they keep them like, I forget the term most people, like in a warehouse, so to speak, right? So that's where we're going with this video series. And I don't mean to talk fast, but I'm excited about it. And I think, I mean, I've got notes right here on what I want to talk about. But I think what I really want to emphasize, because I noticed in the other videos, they mention it kind of, but they don't really emphasize it. And I want to start this video series off with this. There's really good news. I know I just said this, but you have to, there's two things you have to know. What a narcissist is and how dangerous they are. And how many people's lives they're destroying, okay? Number two, there is super, super good news. To get that super good news, though, you have to learn enough about narcissists to see them. The moment you see them, you'll pop. And when you pop, this is what I've noticed people are starting to say. They're calling it going supernova or going super empath, okay? So when you pop, you're going to realize those people that you were terrified of, the narcissist, and you probably didn't know what a narcissist was, okay? And I'm going to get to the definition, or at least my definition of it in a second. When you pop and you see them, they'll run. They're terrified. And in this list, I'm going to give you the number one biggest fear that narcissists have. And they're going to be terrified of you because you're going to have it, okay? So before I go down this list, I want to start by saying this. Narcissist, be aware. We're coming. We're coming after you. All of you. The light is shining. And guess what's happening? Empaths are waking up. Some of you people, you are empaths and you don't even know it. Some of you are meant to be super empaths, and some of you are, but you don't know it. So there's levels to this. The good news for all of us is it's kind of like a timer going off. It's like it's like at the same time that narcissists are coming out. Okay, here's what's happening. Narcissists are coming out of the woodwork, and people are starting to see them at the same time. Here's why. For the same reason narcissists are coming out of the woodwork, the same reason that people's eyes are popping open. People are waking up. This is a spiritual awakening. I guarantee it. And more people are like, I thought that was all bullshit. I thought that was some egotistical. No, there's an awakening. And we're in the middle of it right now. It's happening. All right? I woke up when I was 28 years old when nobody was waking up. Except for like monks, Buddhist monks that had meditated every day for like 12 years like I did. You know, a lot of people back then were just like, what are you talking about, right? So here's the thing. The light is shining. That's the year 2020, the Great Awakening. I didn't really like that term, but it is. Here's what's going on. The light is shining. It's shining on the narcissist, and it's shining on the other people, the empaths, the open-hearted people. And because it's shining, our eyes are opening, right? And it's shining on the narcissist, and even people that don't go after this stuff or study this stuff, they're going, what the fuck's going on here? We're starting to see your patterns. That's what's going on here, brothers, sisters. Okay? I'm talking to the narcissist right now. You're not my brother. You're not my sister. But I'm kind of, playing with you a little bit here. The light's shining on you, brother. We can see you. All right? So let me back out of that a little bit. I know a lot of people are saying, man, Mike, you seem different. Oh, I am different. I popped. I fucking popped open. I'm fucking seeing you guys everywhere. And it's kind of cool. Because man, God, there's so, I'm just going to go with it. I want to go down this list, but I'm going to go with this. It's kind of cool because a narcissist can't see when we can see them. That is the most bizarre thing in the world to me. Because before I opened up, before I popped, before I went through my awakening, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, what's going on? Like, it seemed like every person I met was just fucking with me. They act, oh, your best friend. This is what a narcissist does. In later videos, I'm going to get into because here's what you need to do for you good people out there. You need to see their behavior. You need to be able to see it. You need to be able to know what their strategies and techniques are. They all use the same strategies and the same techniques. Now, I'm talking about covert narcissists. The overt narcissists, well, you can see that everyone can see them. They're not trying to hide because they're not cowards. So I've got no problem with them. It's the covert narcissist that I don't like. Because those people will be sneaky. They sneak into your brain. They sneak into your fucking heart. And they fucking stab you. And a lot of you have felt that sting, haven't you? It's like right there in your solar plexus, and it feels like a massive wasp sting, and it fills you with toxic poison. It hurts, doesn't it? It hurts for like a long time. All right? So, so you have to see them, their behavior, their strategies, their techniques, and you have to see the patterns. There's a set series of patterns. Now, in the beginning, you think, oh my God, they're so smart. No, they're not. It's not a lot of different things that they're doing, and it's a very specific set series of patterns and techniques that they do. And when you start to see them, you're just like, oh my God, my brother used to do that to me. My former boss, my ex-girlfriend, all this shit, all of a sudden, all this stuff, you see it fucking everywhere. And at first, you're going to go through a terrified state, like, oh my God, there's a lot of them. No, not really. But then you're going to kind of back out and go, wait a minute. I can see you now. And that's when the joy comes. That's when the tribulation. That's when the, I want to say exaltation. Don't know. It's like a cheerful, man, what is the word for it? It's a celebration. That's the best way I can say it. Here's another thing that happens. You get your power back. Literally, you're going to feel this feeling inside that you haven't felt since you were a little kid. Since your first narcissist fucked with you. All right? That's probably the most empowering thing about this whole thing that we're all going through right now. So I'm going to be teaching you these patterns. And I'm going to be teaching you other things that you can do to see them. Now, it's like exactly like? It's like being able to spot a leopard. If you don't know what a leopard is, a leopard could walk right by you. Oh, that's a real beautiful cat there. Where's the leopards? That's okay. I'm going to wrap it up with this. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. is, I'm going to use me as an example. They fucked with me my whole life. And until I popped open and I saw it, like, okay, I was one of those people that had read some books on it, right? Years ago, like 18 years ago. I read my first 2 books. In fact, I think one of them, I think I have either right here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Who's pulling your strings? If here's one of them. Sorry, it's been a long time. I'm going to give you one right now. I don't know if I'm going to recommend this book because it really didn't help me, except for one thing. I'm going to, it doesn't matter. Do what you got to do. So it's called Who's Pulling Your Strings? How to Break the Cycle of Manipulation and Regain Control of Your Life. Now, this is the first time I picked up this book in about 18 years. But I do remember in the very beginning of it, one of the first things it pointed out to me was, I believe it was this book. It might have been the other book I bought. But it said the way you can tell a narcissist is by they leave a trail of destroyed lives behind them. Everyone you meet that they knew, they become alcoholics. They become drug addicts. They get drunk driving tickets. They could be like the straight A child, student athlete, this great healthy person. Everybody loves them, and everyone's like, well, what happened to them? I thought they went to college, they got their degree, and they were healthy and beautiful, and what happened? Well, they met this person. Now go meet the other people that person's interacted with. They're all destroyed. They're all these beautiful people. Now watch this. They don't go after the fucked up people. They don't go after the people that have low energy, and that's really the key. They go after people that have high energy, that have quality energy, because that's the energy they want. They want quality energy. And a good example of this is the movie with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. It's called, I think it's Chronicles of a Vampire. This is what the movie was about. This is what The Wizard of Oz is about. So let's go back to this one first. So when Tom Cruise, who's a vampire, bit Brad Pitt, it's called turning. They turn, right? And so what happens is Brad Pitt was fighting it. Now, the way you make it go full speed is you drink the blood of another human being. Okay, again, this is a movie. But the movie's depicting something that's happening in real life. They're not drinking your blood. They're sucking your energy, your life force. In the Bible, it's in the Old Testament, it's called your mana. They're taking the energy. In Hawaii, in the teachings of Huna, which, hold on. Here's just one of my home study courses I took. And I went and studied it too, okay? So this is Huna. They call it mana, okay? You know what, fuck it. Hopefully I got it in here. Yeah, here it is. When we started studying this, one of the first things that stood out to me was, let me get it right now. Well, the word mana, in the Bible it says man cannot live on bread and water alone. He lives on the mana from the heavens. Same thing they teach in Huna. Same thing. And Reiki, which, I brought a lot of these things here because I realized I never really told people. I never really told you people. I'm actually certified in Reiki, okay? Here's, let's see. Yeah, this is my first certification, okay? By the way, Clayton Russell, I Googled you last night and I couldn't find you. I did find, I believe, your Pinterest, but I'm not sure. Get a hold of me, okay? Hopefully you're still in the Bay Area. But I do energy healing all the time. I mostly start out with pranic healing and then I'll shift over to other stuff. But we call it, you've got chi, depending on how you pronounce it. You've got mana. I'm trying to think of the other pranic healing. We call it prana. We call it prana, okay? So these are all things that is the life force energy. Life force energy, that's another one, okay? So here's my point. They are literally sucking off of you. That's one of their goals is, and here's the thing, okay, let's go back to the movie Brad Pitt. So in the Chronicles of a Vampire, Brad Pitt didn't want to kill someone. He didn't want a vampire suck their blood, right? So Tom Cruise, and I can't remember their names in the movie, but they were outside from the house, and Brad Pitt was just kind of fighting. It's fiending like a drug addict, and it's you gotta have it. And this is what a narcissist is like. I'm telling you, they gotta have it. I'm not fucking kidding you. And so They go out there, they sit down by this big tree or something, and then this older lady, kind of overweight, out of shape, but she was rich, and she had a little tutu and her dog and her little hat, and they were like in the South, probably like Louisiana or Georgia, I'm assuming. I'm not really sure where it was at. And the little dog walks by, and Brad Pitt's just fiending for blood, so he goes for the dog, and he bites it right in front of the lady. He's like, oh my God! And Tom Cruise is like, he's laughing like, oh my God, that's gross, because apparently animal blood is not as tasty as human blood. And this is my point. I couldn't figure out why narcissists would only go after certain people. And they target you, and they know how to see you. They literally can see your light. So if they're targeting you, it's a good sign that you are the light. You have light in you. Your light is shining. You're a good person. But they'll convince you that you're not a good person. They'll turn you, your mind, and your heart against each other, and you'll have this internal battle. And that's part of the mind game they play. And I'll get into all the stuff, the gaslighting they do, the word salad they do, all the stuff that they do. We're going to talk about this. I can't put it all in one video. This video is already gone way past, but this is important. Let's finish the whole blood-sucking thing. Here's what they're doing. The reason why they gaslight you, confuse you, and they put you in absolute fear and panic is because they open you up, and they're opening up your chakra, your solar plexus chakra, so they can, it's just like a car. It's like opening it up, and instead of putting gas in, they're sucking gas out. So first they got to open you up, all right? So there's a whole series of things that is going on. It's not a whole series of things. It's a series of things, I should say. It's a package. It's a package deal. And when you see the package, you can see them. And that's the good news. So once you see them, they'll be like, what the fuck? And they'll run, okay? I'm going to make another video, and I'm going to continue from that point right there, because here's what's going to shock you the most. They're going to become terrified of you. And you're going to be like, that's it? And like, that's it. Once you open up, once you see them, you'll change. You will shift, and they'll see that in your eyes, and they'll be like, fuck, oh my God. And they'll avoid the fuck out of you. Once you go supernova, they won't have nothing to do with you, because now you can hurt them. Now you know the game. And it is a game, and it's a very unfair game, okay? Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. If you need help with narcissistic abuse, if you have been emotionally and even energetically abused, get a hold of me. Go to my website, Mike Colleen, MikeKollin.com. You can also email me at mike@MikeColleen, MikeKollin.com. I'll see you guys soon.